This is the Urban Binge Radio. Sunday Flow.
I don't know what kind of vocals Karen was doing on this performance. She was killing it.
Right.
She was killing it. Karen ain't gave us them type of vocals in a long. I call those Donald Lawrence, Karen Clark Sheard vocals, because the only person that can pull that out of her is Donald Lawrence. Jay Moss seems like when they get in the studio, he played with her. He let her have her way, because I've heard Jay Moss produce songs, newer songs of hers. We're not talking about I gotta run. We're not talking about that, because that is just Karen vocals was killing it. But we talk about the new stuff like Be Blessed, It's Your Season. You know, that Karen didn't really give it to us on there, you know, on some of those J Moss songs that she, you know, that they've done together.
Right.
But if you compare it to Donald Lawrence songs that she's done, think about that. Even Can Anybody Take Me to Where Jesus Is, that concert has never been released. Never. They did a whole concert and it's never been released on DVD, but you can find clips of it on YouTube. And Karen, from a person's phone microphone, sound like she was killing it the entire night. And
yeah, Donald Lawrence definitely can pull that out.
Yes, they can. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. Again, we have more music, more jams coming up. Something I forgot to say, I forgot to introduce Jay. I do the Sunday Flow show by myself typically, and we got started as if this was a Real Housewives of Atlanta review. This is not a Real Housewives of Atlanta review. This is Sunday Flow show that I typically do by myself. I totally forgot to say I have my wife here today, Jay Bellucci, who I love so much. We go through a lot, but I love Jay so much, and she's here today. I waited a long time. I was a little upset, but Jay is here.
I waited a long time. I was a little bit upset.
You gotta get up. You gotta get up for a minute later.
I gotta crack them crab so I can eat crab cakes.
Yes, because I can't wait to eat those. We're gonna eat some crab cakes. I wish y'all could see how they're gonna look. Maybe I'll record and add something into this video right here in this area when Jay starts to make them, because they are so good. You know, I started wanting crab cakes watching Kenya and
Candy fight over them.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you did.
I had crab cakes as an appetizer.
That was me.
Here we
I
go.
had them too, but I don't know how she got hers and I didn't get mine.
I assumed hers was a appetizer.
Mine was an appetizer too.
Okay, 1 second. I'll grab it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Miss Crab Cake.
okay.
And Jay was saying, you know, you might like those. You like salmon patties, baby? I think you may like those. And I was like, I think I will too. Try it. And Jay tried it. And I was like, okay. And I tried it again. I was like, okay. But the other night, I just ate some. And I wanted some again immediately. Like they're so good. I wish you guys can see them. And we're getting off subject because we have a whole show written out here and a script
and we
and
ain't
everything. Not really a script for what we should say, but you know, an order for how this show. God is a God of order, and apparently God ain't here right now because we're in order. We got to get in order. He coming in a Honda.
We going in order, but we just ain't
right
in order.
So let's move on. Okay. Right now we want to talk about something that's been all over the internet. I mean, all weekend, all week. I mean, for like 2 weeks straight, I must say. For 2 weekends straight, 2 weeks straight.
About the dress and all that
Dress,
yeah.
everything. It's just, even, back to when she showed the dress in her background. I forgot about that. That's what you're talking about? Mm-hmm. The dress in the background. Right.
Bye, hubby. Bye. Bye. You see him? Where the hell you going? Where's you going? Psycho. Ooh. Yeah. Not the wedding dress. Sneak peek. So we are in my closet and we are doing not a sneak peek of the wedding dresses. Can y'all see good? So to this one, you've got Lauren struggling. What is happening? Oh my God! Look at. How did you get this part through here? This is what it's supposed to look like. This is where hers is. Come on. You're supposed to be representing. That is easy. What the? Woo!
Take it down.
She's been just popping. And we're talking about the one and the only, the peachiest peach of the Real Housewife of Atlanta. Okay, I said the peachiest peach, not the best, because the best is who?
Candy.
You got like messed up. It's Nene Leaks, boom. And then the peachiest peach of them all is Porsha. But Candy is I don't know what to say. She that B though.
I say Nene is the
she that
juiciest
B.
peach, but Candy is still the best peach, honey.
To you, because Candy can really be dismissed by now. The door has been open and waiting on her to dismiss herself for a while now.
And then what y'all gonna do with y'all little show? Then what y'all gonna do then?
Not y'all little show. But listen, so Porsha wedding has been everywhere. It's been everywhere so much that we gonna get paid well from it. Thank you.
Stop.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better start putting y'all watermarks on y'all videos. Okay? It's money to be made out here. You don't put a watermark on it, somebody gonna swipe it up. That's why you gonna always see a watermark on mine. You ain't gonna never catch me without it. Okay? And if I do, it's getting deleted and it's getting reposted with it on
Or it was
it.
me. I said, or it was me.
Right, or it was Jay. Jay may make that mistake, but we'll fix it ASAP. So make sure you guys put your watermark on your video. But Porsha has been everywhere. I really think Bravo is missing out on a hot commodity right now. Porsha is a hot commodity right now. Her name is ringing bells.
That's why hot. That's for sure, bitch. Cause she sure been searching for a man. She been jumping and hop, skip, and jump.
You can't be walking around with your bikini out in these tight little dresses around everybody's husband.
Your choice to bring your man on a trip to Jamaica where a fine woman will be on the beach. I've never been to Jamaica before, but I'm definitely looking for these beautiful beaches that I'm hearing about. And, I can't say them in because I'm with Oliver. Such a boy hunter. Isn't this one cute? But I think, yeah, maybe we'll take top.
They're too big.
That girl want all the boys. Honey, let's go.
Rumor has it that Porsha.
That's all right. I'm just out. I look like me and Porsha ain't cool, but that's okay. If that's how fast she want to move, then
love her,
girl.
But rumor has it that Porsha actually declined returning to the Housewives of Atlanta on her own. But then rumor has it that Porsha says she never even received a offer letter to return back to Housewives of Atlanta, so she don't even understand how.
A declining statement was released.
Right, she don't understand that. So I really don't know what's going on, but I think that Bravo is missing out on something huge, something big, because Porsha name is very viral right now. Every time I post something, you have these African women, though. They are on my YouTube channel commenting things saying like Simon is sneaky. He's going to take her for everything. He's going to leave her without anything. She better hurry up and have a baby. I see a lot of stuff that he tried to marry her in Nigeria because the laws aren't the same. And it was some Nigerian ladies in my comments saying, you know, that Porsha is going to get played by this man who's a player.
Nah, Porsha ain't finna get played, baby. She might play his ass left. And that's what I'm saying.
Don't cuss.
Oh.
Okay.
She might. No way. I'm gonna re-say it.
Disgusting.
Yes, and you were
vulgar
too.
and disgusting.
Because you asked.
Honey, she's gonna play him to the left.
Right.
But
if anything, you're right about that.
But I want to know, how is Porsha going? How is Shamia gonna show up to Porsha's wedding in Africa, and Porsha didn't show up to her wedding in Africa?
Right.
Porsha, you're telling me you're not coming to my wedding.
Yeah, but I'm telling you something about my health.
It's not the flight. Bottom line is you're not coming.
Well, she can't sit on a plane that long with her legs down. They used to being up all the time.
I can't with you.
I wish that Porsha would just be honest and say that she doesn't want to go, because clearly she goes everywhere else that she wants to go, medical condition and all.
You're right about that.
Such a shame.
Yeah, you're right about that. I forgot all about that. So yeah, Porsha's wedding is doing a dang on thing. I think Carlos King should really capitalize off of Porsha right now and off of her name. He should probably put out a show. Since Bravo acting like they don't want her, allegedly, if that's the truth, then Carlos King should probably work on a little mini series for Porsha and Simon. I think that would be great. Porsha is giving that she's a bit unenthused now. Okay, at first she was real enthused, but now that the wedding is over, I'll be looking at her Instagram and she looking like, I want to have another wedding. And it's like that's all women want. And not all women.
They already
but
had two because
a lot
he
of
was
women.
not settling for an American style wedding, and that's what Porsha wanted,
yes,
an
you're
American
right.
princess style wedding. She came looking like
weddings.
Cinderella, and then they had the traditional Nigerian wedding because that's what he said was gonna
And
happen.
then the Nigeria wedding and then the American wedding.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That was too much money. And
Oh,
then
I
at the
said it
end of the day,
backwards,
Porsha said, "Y'all could have told me I was this extra." I ain't know. Yeah, after them bills
You
came through
ain't
the next
know.
morning.
Girl, Porsha, you knew now.
Them bills came through the next morning. They were probably like, you want a divorce? We shouldn't have did this. Anyway, yeah, so make sure you guys tune in to Porsha's Life coming soon, probably on OWN or Bravo, hopefully.
PJ&P.
And you know what? Porsha would make a lot of money off YouTube. Let me say that before we go. She'll make a lot of money off YouTube. Stop playing
We'll
Porsha.
make you a PJ&P on YouTube.
Yes.
Then PJ&P. Let's see.
We will really watch that, like your daily life, because we watch Candy faithfully. A lot of people, Candy get a lot of views, and Porsha is just as popular. Look at her followers compared to Candy. They both have a lot of followers.
Girl, bye.
But you know what? Speaking of
Millions.
Candy, what we do not want to see Porsha on your YouTube channel is Miss Lauren, because she a little dry, like they said
Yeah,
about
she
Candy.
dry.
She a little dry.
She dry. She gets on my
She a
nerves.
little
She
dry.
whiny. Oh, let me not
No,
say that.
stop.
Because I be tagging Lauren, and that's the way stuff get to Porsha. Come on,
She
Lauren,
is
I
a little
love you,
sister
girl.
though. She the little sister, but you know she probably look up to Porsha. So
She does. She does. You're right about that.
I definitely feel like I hold my sister accountable behind doors, but she's got to show up better. I think it may be time for us to stop coddling her as much as we do.
Raphael Warnock. I don't have a lot to say about that, but I am so proud of the ATL. Right now, we're currently sitting our black tails in black tail. Our tail is really light skinned, but you know we are black. You know,
it's ancestral.
Once you get a piece of black,
it's
you're black.
ancestral that it's black. It's
Right.
dark.
So we consider you black. I represent my blackness. But we're in New York City, and in New York City, I send all my love to all the ATLians, and even the people who are not ATLians, but they made ATL their home. Like y'all showed out for Raphael Warnock, and it was not only y'all showing out for Raphael Warnock. You made me feel like you rushing me.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to see if you put something here that I wanted to add in there.
What?
I was just gonna add right after this because you was talking about Atlanta. We finna add Jamal Bryant.
I already got that in there.
Oh, we
Weed
want the
smokers?
weed?
Yeah, I got that in there. You done passed it already.
No, I didn't. I just seen it.
Oh, you seen it?
Jamal Bryant at the bottom.
Oh, damn.
Go ahead.
What was I saying?
You was talking about Raphael Warnock and Atlanta
Yeah,
showing up
so-
for him and voting and stuff.
So yeah, y'all really showed out for Raphael Warnock. It's not only that, he got a lot of prayers. The concert that Bishop William Murphy did at Dream Center was a God movement.
Right.
It's no way possible that many prayers, tears, and crying out to God for this man went unnoticed.
Well,
I
he's
feel
a
like-
reverend, so he definitely should turn to the church and the church.
and at Martin Luther King's church.
Right, them church people show out for you now.
Imagine the
They think you're a
angels
good
that
man
work
of God,
on
they'll
his,
show out for you.
imagine the angels that work on his behalf.
Because
You
no
know
matter
what I'm
what,
saying?
yeah, no matter what, there are a lot of white people who are racist
Yes.
and we're trying to decide who they would vote for, Raphael Warnock or Herschel Walker. But
They hate Trump.
Raphael Warnock is a reverend. This is the Bible Belt we're talking about. So people who have a hard time choosing whether or not they want to vote based off of religious, that helped a lot. That he's that he's a reverend. So
Because white people who are racist will choose God
They-
over
over-
racism.
right.
Sometimes, in a lot of cases. In most cases, from what I've noticed. But Raphael Warnock really did it, and I think he's humble, and I think his own prayers for himself worked as well.
Yeah, of course,
I
yeah.
just can't figure out what it is about Stacey Abrams that she didn't get the same exact turnout. And all I could conclude in my mind is either being that this man, Kemp, was over the voting system at one point, he still has a hand in it like he did the previous time they said he cheated and
Right.
did some stuff. I feel like he did that this time and won because she promoted herself so much, heavy promoting, even on The View, she promoted herself. They gave her major platforms that her opponent, Kemp, didn't have at all. Like, she had a big upper hand, and they still did not turn out for her like they did. Or is it the questioning on the ballots that remedial people don't
honestly,
really
if you
understand?
want me to be real, I just think that it has to do with demographic. It has to do with demographic, and it has to do with background. People need a very strong adversary in order to vote for somebody. It was Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton who they vote for, the white man.
Right.
So it was Donald Trump and Joe Biden. There was two white men, but One of them was more
Morally
reserved, and he was more morally inclined than the other. So, and then when it was Obama and who was it? It was
Obama at I can't think of his name.
I just seen him on somewhere, but anyways,
yeah, we just
he
seen
had a
him,
lot
the
of
white
scandals that were on the
Mitt
table.
Romney.
Mitt Romney at the time,
and he conceded.
Yeah, he
But
conceded.
Mitt Romney was giving me. He was playing games. He didn't really want that job anyway. He seemed like he was just playing games because he's a weed smoker. He give me like Comedy Central would do some good. Comedy Central would do some good skits, mocking him,
Right.
smoking weed and stuff. That's what Mitt Romney gave me. Some Modern Family type of guy. You know,
Right.
the white daddy from Modern Family.
Yeah,
who's married to the white woman.
exactly.
Always look people in the eye, even if they're blind. Just say, "I'm looking you in the eye." Or, if you get pulled over for speeding, tell the policeman your spouse has diarrhea. Philosophy.
But ultimately, I think that it just was the choice that they wanted to make. It was the white man over the black woman. That was a double negative. It was a black
And when you
person
look
and
at-
a woman.
When you look at all of Georgia, it was probably still majority white. Atlanta and the surrounding areas is where
And
blacks
misogynist.
are condensed.
And misogynist. In the South, they have a very, very, very strong.
Very, very, very strong.
In the South, they have a very, very strong aptitude for being submissive to your man.
Yes.
Okay, so
Porsha said that.
Yes.
Don't be mad at her because she submit to her man or something like that. Remember that?
right, and it's just a Southern thing, and women.
Like, wait, I don't want to lose Porsha again.
Right. Do you have to?
I don't know, but I just naturally get super submissive. It starts to change me. Then I become the wife. I become the mother, or whatever. And I still want to be me.
Right. And you don't want to lose yourself.
Because I'm proud of who I've become. People have seen me. People have seen me have nothing, and essentially build myself up and build a career and accumulate things at home, etc. And they can see that I could be the woman of my household on my own. And that's just something that, unfortunately, my ex and I couldn't get together, the team part.
We may have our disagreements or whatever, but I promise you, it lasts no more than 5 or 10 seconds.
Is that true for you too?
You want a baby or you want your career? Which one you want?
Hire a nanny.
No. You gotta check that.
Let me tell you what
Did you hear what I just said?
I heard you. I need to check it.
How is Dennis like Cordell?
Well, I think Dennis and I get that. Like he gets that. I want him to be the man of the house.
Is there a point where he should be submissive to you in other ways, or no?
I think that when it comes to the word submissive, I put it more on my role in the household as opposed to him. When I say submissive, a lot of people don't get it because me talking about submission has to come from my religious background. So as the wife, it's kind of the role that
Bible speaks of being submissive to your husband.
to your husband.
Right.
But in the modern world, people take it as, oh, he's gonna tell you what to do, he's gonna control you, da 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 da. It will be a negative situation if you're with someone who's controlling or with someone who takes that submissive role as the lesser role. Because I've tried it with different men and I got abused. Because women, we give men power because, I'm sorry, but we are more powerful. So we give you a piece of that power, and some men abuse it because they don't know how to be a man, and they take it as you are lesser than them. When really, if you're being the woman of my stature and a woman of her stature, if we're being submissive, you should feel like I am the king of this house because I have a woman like Shamari, I have a woman like Porsha, who
is the queen.
Who's the queen for
Exactly.
me, So not only will he lead me, and like you and your husband are, you are submissive with him, and that you ask him even what you want to wear. It's a submission that's given because there's a respect given as well. So we respect each other, we love each other, and yeah, some things I may ask him, and some things he may ask me.
That's right.
But we're partners, and at the end of the day, he's the man of the house, and I'm the woman of the house.
And I was like, you know what? It kind of sort of is. Yeah, that's true. It is a down south thing. You are right about
Right.
that.
So to have a black woman, to have a Negro woman run for governor, they're like, no, you're black and you're a woman. You're not gonna run our state.
I got a big truck, just in case I need to round up criminal illegals and take them home myself. Yep, I just said that.
That's Georgia's Secretary of State Brian Kemp. He's running for governor of Georgia, and he also controls who gets to vote for governor of Georgia.
But I do feel like Stacey Abrams, let's pray for her. Let us not forget about Stacey Abrams, please. Anybody who hear my voice, think about her, pray for her. As you notice, after she lost, I don't even think she did a speech. And I don't think we've even seen her. She went out the back door after she found out she lost and left all the folks in there with them meatballs and chicken wings.
Okay.
Left all them folks in there. You crank that soldier boy.
Okay.
I was like, no, Raphael's party was turned up.
It sure was.
They was in there. Yo.
I'm like, oh my God.
I was like, oh, snap.
Not the Reverend.
I have to read the I was born to send him to earth to save humanity. I think it's great. I think it's, I don't know. Look.
Yeah, the Reverend.
With the ethnic music.
Yeah. I mean, you would have had Dr. King in there 90 years old.
Could you imagine Dr. King at the inauguration for Obama?
Oh,
Lord have mercy. He'd be sitting
could
right
you
up there.
imagine the amount of security guard this man would have today?
Oh yeah, they probably would have had to issue him a specialized Secret Service type of security, even though he's not
detailed. Yes, you're right about that.
Secret Service
by now, because I'm pretty sure that would have passed after so many attempts on his life, after him being the main reason for things changing. One of the main.
He would have been a politician by now if he wasn't the first black president.
Well, Bernice King had said before that he probably wouldn't have.
Oh, because he didn't like politics.
Right, but she said he still found.
That's because you got to find some dirty work in politics.
Somehow.
You got to play dirty sometimes.
They both were strategists in different ways, but I think he was so into the movement as the leader, he didn't have enough time to really step back and understand what needed to happen to ensure future generations would benefit from what they were doing. And so she had this insight and foresight to see so far off. And it started early on before the movement even got really going. She was already thinking something historical is happening and we need to capture this. So when he left to go make his speech with the Montgomery Improvement Association, he was preparing to make a speech as the president that night because that's when the organization was starting and he was nominated to be president. And this was after the full day of the first day of the boycott. She told someone, because she had just delivered my sister 2 weeks prior, and she told someone, I birthed my sister. She told someone, take this tape recorder. The only reason we have that speech and those words today is because she insisted that be recorded.
This is the Unhinged Radio. Sunday Flow.
Yeah. Kiara Kiki Shear. That's my theme song. And like I always say, I talked to Kiara personally to get that song done. Yep, I sure did. I ain't telling no lie. I'm not lying at all.
He must have spoke through the spirit.
Brittany Griner with her fine ass. Okay. Yes, you know I've said this before. I have a crush on Brittany Griner. I think she is.
I rebuke the spirit of lust on the Sunday Flow show. We're not doing that.
He made man and male, and then he made female, no in between. I get so sick of sissies, I don't know what to do. I'm sick of sissies. And half the time y'all bringing them in somebody's church, fanning over somebody's choir, I'm sick of sissies.
Man, she is sexy, okay? And then not only that, for her to have such a deep voice like she has.
And no breasts as she is.
Right. She is really handsome to me, but in the middle of the night,
not handsome.
I don't know what else to say. Me and Jay sitting here and I'm like, Brittany Griner has been released. Like in the middle of the night, we getting ready to go to bed, and I'm like, Brittany Griner has been released in a prison swap. And he was like, really? What? I'm like, yes, really.
You told everybody what time we go to bed, because they're going to start looking at what time that article was released and be like, y'all was going to bed.
Yeah, we was going to bed late. It was in the middle of the night when that broke. I was like, wow, I'm happy she's out. But one of the things that our former president said, twice impeached.
So how dare you, former twice impeached, one-term president, say this? How dare you?
Donald Trump said that it was a dumb decision to get her out over Paul Whelan, which, you know, I was feeling the same way. I don't know the facts of Paul Whelan's case. I don't know why he's over there. I don't know what he did to get himself in this trouble, but I do know what Brittany Griner did, and it was them just trying to use her as a political pawn, from what Biden has said. But see, I can do that on camera. But I kind of agreed that not before Trump said this, I was thinking, you know, like, why isn't Paul Whelan out? He was on duty working. Why isn't he released yet? Why would Brittany be released before him? And I didn't think it would happen that way.
In that country, although he was working for our country, in the country that he was in, he broke a crime.
Russia says it caught James Bond on a spy mission. In reality, they abducted Mr. Bean on holiday. My human rights are being violated, my life threatened, medical issues are being denied, and my property stolen. No evidence of espionage has been provided, as it does not exist. Sarah. This case is an absurd provocation. No evidence of crime exists. I'm asking the leaders in the government.
Despite our efforts, the Russian government has not yet been willing to end his wrongful detention. They continue to insist on sham charges of espionage and are treating Paul's case differently. This was not a choice of which American to bring home. The choice was one or none.
And while we have not yet succeeded in securing Paul's release, we are not giving up. We will never give up.
Espionage charges, found guilty.
Help him, Jesus.
In a closed court case.
Help him.
So she didn't get charged with espionage. And not only that, his family sends him money. And I found a website to donate to Paul Whelan and help him get food, reasonable food. What the website says is reasonable food, commissary, phone time, blah, 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 blah. And you know why they're going to keep him over there? Because you keep giving them money.
So what is unreasonable food?
I don't know. Read the website. That's what it says. It says reasonable food. So we send him money to give him food. So you can send Paul Whelan money. You can write Paul Whelan. I'll put his information here so you guys can write him. It says Moscow, the Moscow building.
We're not giving no money to the Russian government. I don't give a what's for.
You're right. You are basically essentially giving the money to the Russian government because Paul Whelan has to pay the prison to get these foods and phone and all of this stuff.
He shouldn't have went over there. She shouldn't have went over there. They shouldn't be over there. And ain't nobody else should be going over there.
Iran, Iraq, I ran here, I ran
Just
up.
stop it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to run back home. That's where I'm going to go. I ran home. You ran there. Okay.
Period. But yeah, Brittany Griner, fine. Behind is out. I hope we haven't said any curse words.
The only Iraq I'm going to is Chirac. I go to Chicago.
Okay.
I'll come back home.
Brittany will probably do an interview soon. She cut her dreads off, but she's still handsome. Hopefully she does an interview soon. I'm pretty sure her and her girlfriend had some rough sex. Okay, check out our OnlyFans coming really soon.
What is wrong with this child?
Anyway, guys, so the next song coming up is I have Aja Walls coming up. Aja Walls. S-L-I-M-E.
S-L-I-M-E.
Get it. Yeah. Not Chloe came back out. She was
Chloe, you finna get your ass. What's that?
When Chloe came out. I mean, when Yaya came out, and then she said, she going back in back. I'm out. Anyway, so this is Aja Walls coming up next, and we have Karen Clark Sheard and John P. Key and Vanessa Bell Armstrong. Tell Me a Story. We'll be right back.
The Urban Binge Radio Podcast,
where we discuss viral topics, hot jams, new artists, fun, and informative interviews and conversations. This is your news stop for the hottest trend in urban culture news. 2 shows, 1 podcast, The Urban Binge Show and Sunday Flow Show, powered by The Urban Binge.
the Urban Binge Radio Podcast. Listen anywhere podcast can be heard.